I'd rest right there, son. You must be all tuckered out. What's on your mind, son, besides breaking and entering?
Well, I had an idea. Seemed like a good one in the beginning, but I guess I can learn to forget it.
I heard a car coming. I knew it was coming here, and you walked right nice, though. I didn't hear you walk worth a damn, but I've been a mite curious about you, son. I hope you don't mind me calling you son. I had not to be so familiar, but I got myself into the habit and I can't seem to shake it. So anybody that don't got a long white beard and arthritis is a son to me. There's a mess of detectives in the LA phone book, and there's only one with them with the name of Marlowe.
What made you look?
I guess you might call it low-down curiosity. Added to which Bill Chess told me you was some sort of a dick. You didn't bother to tell me yourself.
Well, I'd have gotten around to it. I'm sorry if it bothered you.
It didn't bother me none. I don't bother all that easy. You got any identification on you? Well, you got a good build for the work. And your face don't tell a lot of stories. I guess you was aiming to search the cabin.
Yeah.
I already pulled around considerable myself. Just got back and come straight here. That is, I stopped by my shack a minute and then come. I don't figure I could let you search the place, though. That is, dumb if I know whether I could or not, but you telling me who hired you?
Darius Kingsley, DeTrace's wife. She skipped out on him about a month ago. She started from here, so I started from here. She's supposed to have gone away with some man, but, well, the man denies it. So I figured I'd start here and see if there was something that could give me a lead.
And did anything?
No. He, No. She's traced pretty definitely as far as San Bernardino and then on to El Paso, but that's where the trail ends. But I've only just started.
You didn't have no interest in Bill Chess at all.
None. Whatever.
I guess you fellows do a lot of divorce business. Kind of swelling to my notion.
Would Kingsley have any reason to ask the police for help to find his wife? He wouldn't, would he?
Hardly. He knows her too well. None of what you've been saying don't hardly explain why you wanted to search Bill's cabin.
I'm just a great guy to poke around, okay?
Hell, you can do better than that.
All right. Say I was interested in Bill Chess then, but only because he's in trouble. All right, he's a pathetic case, in spite of the fact that he's quite deal of a heel, great deal of a heel. If he murdered his wife, then there's something here to point to that too.
As for instance, what kind of thing?
Personal items, jewelry, clothing, toiletries, the type of things that a woman would take with her if she was planning on going away and not coming back.
But she didn't go away, son.
Well, then that stuff should still be here. And if it was still here, then Bill Chess would notice that. He'd notice that she hadn't gone away.
By gum. I don't like this either way.
Yeah, but if he murdered her, well, then he'd have to get rid of that stuff. That stuff that she ought to have taken with her if she went away.
And how do you figure that she or he would do that, son?
Well, I understand that she has a Ford car that she drives. Besides that, I'd expect that he'd burn what he could burn and bury what he couldn't burn out in the woods. Yeah, sinking that car in the lake would be dangerous, but he couldn't burn it. He couldn't bury it. Could he drive it?
Sure. He can't bend his right leg at the knee, but he could use a foot brake pretty handy. And he could get away with a handbrake. All that's different on Bill's own Ford is the brake pedal is set over on the left side of the post, close to the clutch. So he can shove them both down with one foot.
Then getting rid of that car is going to be his problem. Wherever he would take that thing, he'd have to get back. And he wouldn't want to be seen coming back. Yeah, he could abandon it down in San Bernardino, but they would quickly identify it, find it. He wouldn't want that either. Now, his best stunt would be to unload it on some hot car dealer. But he probably doesn't know one. So chances are he hid it out in the woods, somewhere nearby here, within walking distance. And walking distance for him, that's not very far.
You know, for a fellow that claims not to be interested, you're doing some pretty close figuring on all this. So now you got a car all hid out in the woods. What then?